from South Plains Lanes in Lubbock. We're here for the title matches of today's JBT event. That's 12-year-old Kolton Carpenter, the top seed for the first time in his career, taking on Kristina Rush. Neither of them have a title, so someone's going to win one in the next 12 minutes or so. Both champs over here in the scratch division. As one-time winner Stefan is taking on an 8-time champ Curtis Lindeman in the scratch division title match.
Yeah.
Nice looking shot there from Stefan. After he berated himself in Spanish in the last shot, he pumps himself up in English after the strike. That was very interesting. So have to see how that plays out later on. Curtis impressive in the semifinals, 279 over Angel Ortega. Before that, Angel impressive, 246 to 236 over Jake Whitson. And Whitson won the first match, 215 to 193. So everybody's gone 1 win, 1 loss up the step ladder so far in scratch. They're on a blown-out Paris pattern. This is no longer Paris. This is like a Marseille or something. I don't know, somewhere down the coast.
Just country western bowling.
That's right. That's right. Paris is a long pattern, but it's a short volume pattern. So this is an awful lot of games to put on this pattern. So the 2 remaining bowlers have to be standing very far left. Curtis with the high rev rate is standing in front of the ball return. That's how left he is. And still using a lot of speed to get that ball get all the way down the lane to the head pin, but not enough there. That looked visibly soft off his hands. Lucky to only leave the 6-10. Kristina has to beat Kolton by 12 pins to tie, 13 pins to win, and as it stands, she is trailing in the match by, good lord, 26, so quite a few. Kristina is in a world of trouble right there. She's done a lot of bowling today. She won the semifinal 199 to 190 over Nathan Nguyen when Nathan had to call 9-1 because he opened in the 10th. Oh, and Kristina with another missed spare. That's 3 opens in the last 4 frames. She's in trouble. Curtis says, please and thank you at the spare. She was also the top seed for the girls' title match. Shadell Warner gave up with 268 to beat her there. So she had an extra game of bowling under her belt. Oh, and no luck there. She can't break up the 5-6 baby split. Be a career high finish for her no matter what, though. And she barely rolled out of bed this morning. Rumor had it that they had to throw her out of bed just to get her to the bowling center today. I'm glad she did. Makeable 5-6. No, it's not to be. She's open again, and Carpenter's got a golden opportunity to see how far Curtis is standing without the ball return in the way. Able to take his full approach, does that plant in perfect balance in the foul line, and again fortunate to cave up a high hit. This little guy Kolton, who we played drop or not today, he did not need to drop any games. He only bowled his first 4 and carries that light hit for a double in the 7th and 8th. Had a high game of 211 in qualifying, then came out of the gate in the semis with a 95, 0.95, and sat in his chair for about 20 minutes and rebounded beautifully from there to regain the top seed. And here he is, just a couple frames away from the title. And he asked his parents if they were going to survive this, and they said, check back with me later. Drops that one a little bit. And he is able to break up the split on the far Brooklyn. Lucky to leave only the 6. Good turnout today. Great hospitality as always from Jim and Jimbo and the crew here at South Plains. Even Stefan with the lower rev rate, well, was about to stand with 1 leg in front of the ball return. Now he's perhaps reconsidered. Burst onto the scene last year with the 300 game at his home center at Whitewood, and then won his first title as well. So he's got 1 leg in front of the ball return. That means the arm swing has to start first, just like that.
Yeah.
A really nice shot. Quality shot there from Wood. That's a quality spare from Carpenter. Kolton's up in the 180s right now. If he can just mark in the 10th, he's cruising right now. We go to Phoenix area next week for our first major of the year, Best in the West. Knock that pin over. Look at that thing wiggle. Just would not go. So here Stefan able to use his full approach. He only uses about 2/3 of the approach anyway. That's a nice looking ball. Yes. Oh, looks like he didn't like it as much as I did. Guess that ball held more than he thought it might. He'll take it.
Joe.
Kristina wants to drop this game. Sadly, it is not drop or none in the title match for Kristina. She has been much better than this all day long. A high game of 214 herself. And that was back in game 1, just like Kolton's 211 was. Had the lead for a couple rounds today. She and Kolton basically traded back and forth a couple times. But not to be in this title match. So watch again when they stand in front of the ball return. The arm will start its motion first because the steps are truncated. A lot of loft as well. That's a young man's game. I don't even throw our backs out trying to throw the ball like that. Oh dear. Bunch of opens to finish, but an outstanding day for her nonetheless. Second in the main tournament, second in the girls tournament, top seed in the girls tournament. Don't ask her if she cares about that right now, because she wants that game back. 12-year-old little guy powerhouse.
I know.
Got a cruise to his first title. Bulls every year. We're out here in West Texas, all the Lubbock Amarillo tournaments. Wow, look at that. With authority in the 10th frame. Yeah, buddy, you just won. From that misery when I had to sit down with him in the chair for a couple minutes in the first game of the semis. Wow. Quality of bowling going up here in the stretch division is both of them coming on strong with excellent shots in the second half of this game. It's still Wood with a 12-pin lead, but Curtis has that double lurking in the 8th and the 9th. Stefan, even though he's still just beginning his JBT career, has already grown a reputation for being very clutch in the late frames. He'll need to do it one more time here against the tough Lindeman. 9th frame, 12-pin lead, double working. Yeah. Come on, and he answers the call. This is not easy at all right now. They're basically getting the ball to the pocket at 30 feet and rolling it out, and they're throwing great shots, both of them. And Carpenter finishes with 28 in the 10th, a 192 scratch game, and a win. And a smile? He looks rather in disbelief. He politely hits reset on the film ball. Goes away. Wood can shut out Lindeman with 2 in the 10th. Yeah. Oh, and he gets it to hold again on 48. 218-38. 9 spare now shuts out Curtis. Best Lindeman can do once that cartoon goes the heck away. We'll figure out what the best Curtis can do. 237. 9 spare is 238. So a 9 count on this ball, and Stefan doubles his title total to 2. Anything less than 9 on this ball, and Lindeman's still got a chance. Boy, some good games have come up loser in this stepladder in both divisions. Raul Delgado shot 267 with handicap and lost in the first round today. For the title, it's high again. And this time he doesn't get away with it. Back to Spanish.
It's Puerto Ricans for you.
I would love to have. I'm so jealous. I wish I spoke at least one other language fluently. Speak tiny pieces of a lot. I know what strike is. So 236. It's important that he fill up this spare for the count. Ooh, look out! No, and that could be a costly pin right there too. Well, nonetheless, an excellent 235 game. But will it be enough? Curtis Lindeman, to steal this title away from Stefan, needs to go strike 9. If he had spared that, Curtis would have needed all 3 in the 10th. It is not an easy pattern, but both bowlers are lined up. I think it helps a little that it's a dry type of pattern, because you know, when in this situation, sometimes that adrenaline gets going and you sort of pipe a ball, but that wouldn't be the worst thing to do to a ball in this scenario. Had a lot of close matches in the stepladder today. One last time for the man in front of the ball return. Strike 9 to win. Here's the first one. Oh, no there isn't. Lindeman said there's one. Well, I think it should have been a strike. There you go. Everybody in the building, including the computer, thought that was a strike, but a ringing 10-pin. Man, he threw it great. And high-quality match by two excellent bowlers, but this guy comes up clutch again and captures his second career title. Frustrating one for Curtis. Curtis has to wonder, I've known this kid a long time, how he ever got to 8 titles, because he just feels like he doesn't get a lot of things going in his way in step ladders, but that's our sport, folks. Sometimes they're solid 10s, sometimes the pins pay for it on the fill ball.
Good game, guys.
Great stuff out of both bowlers.
Good game.
Wraps up a great weekend here in Texas. We'll see you in Phoenix next week to do it again. Yes?
Messing up too much. I put myself in that.
You did it.